Ooh. Can you do that? Like the
hum whistle?
Yeah, the hum whistle?
Yeah. Well, that's more R2D2.
I like it.
I can...
Oh, good for you. I can't do that.
I used to, interestingly enough, this is on record. Will we leave this in? We'll see. So when I was little, I couldn't whistle for the life of me. My sister's like, can you whistle? I'm like, yeah, I can whistle. So I would hum with my lips puckered.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's not it. So eventually, yeah, she like helped me out. And I eventually learned how to whistle. And I guess I tried to overcompensate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to whistle in and out. So yeah, you want to introduce us officially?
Now, on that note, welcome to the Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And we are back to talk about episode 5 of Dragon Ball entitled Yamcha, the Desert Bandit.
I believe that was close enough to the subtitled one, if I'm remembering correctly. There was definitely a Desert Bandit in there, and there was definitely a Yamcha.
Was it?
But it wasn't like, Yamcha, scared of girls?
I wish they would cut.
The cowardly Desert Bandit?
Don't like girls, Yamcha, Desert Bandit?
And like traditionally, translated anime episode titles have always been enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
and ridiculous.
So
Spirit
good.
of vengeance, gone are the days of youth. Something along those lines. It's
training harder than you think it is. Anyway,
yeah. We meet Yamcha for the first time.
We meet Yamcha for the first time in this episode. And if any of you are even remotely fans of this series, then you know who Yamcha is. And who Yamcha's going to be, unfortunately. But right now, we're just picking up where we left off after Oolong, this is a quote from the narrator.
Okay.
It's like, Bulma, Goku, and Oolong, the perverse pig. They just call him the perverse pig. Outright. They don't even sugarcoat it. Call him a pervert.
And the first time we see Oolong, is he a pervert or is he a kidnapper?
See, I would just say kidnapper.
I feel like that would out-trump pervert.
Right. And this, does it say pervert or perverse pig?
I don't think so, because that's definitely an English language alliteration sort of gag.
Right.
So I feel like that's probably what they thought of.
Which continues to build on the question, like, why won't they just tell us how old everybody is? Because that would lead me to believe that Oolong is older than he is younger.
No, the title pervert definitely adds some years to you.
Right?
There's no like little kid pervert.
Right.
It's like, oh, you're 10. Look at that 10-year-old. He's such a pervert.
Such a perv. Look at that little perv.
He's curious about his body. What a fucking perv.
Yeah. Look at him exploring his sexuality. What a sick fuck.
Yeah, here in America.
Here in America, we're all pure and we don't touch each other. Or sniff panties.
No.
It's not a thing.
It's no.
No, don't be fooled. It is. Americans sniff just as many panties as any other culture in the world.
We're just not as cool about it.
Yeah, that's all. We're not proud of it for some reason.
I mean,
oh, what, Aaron? Are you not proud of the fact that you sniff panties? Did I just out
have you? Okay. Real talk. I feel like we've known each other. We've known each other a little bit.
I mean, these 5 episodes.
You smelled a panty?
Have I?
Yeah, you smelled
in my time?
Yeah, in your time.
You know.
I don't remember.
It's hard not to, because like for so long, like we talked about the Lampoon style like sex comedies. Mm-hmm. There's always a dude sniffing panties, and he's always really into it.
So
I'll admit, I tried it once. They weren't dirty panties, as far as I know.
It's not a I think everyone you've seen that trope of like,
yeah,
I'm wacky party guy. Oh, your mom's panties.
Yeah.
I thought it was your sister's.
Oh my god.
But I still like it.
Am I weird?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you sniff pants.
You're fucking weird.
You're rifling through women's underwear.
I feel like everyone sniffed a panty.
Right.
How far you take that, is your own biz.
If that becomes your primary objective when meeting, and you could be sniffing underwear, you could be sniffing panties. We don't discriminate.
Sure.
But if that becomes your MO, if that becomes what you're trying to get at, it's a little odd. Just a little odd.
I mean, again, we're not here to kink shame anyone.
No. If that's your thing, though, go for it.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
It's just not my thing either. But I did try.
We've done it. We've gone down that road. You have to.
So I think calling Oolong a perverse pig right off the jump after we meet him for the first time, it's just a little much.
It should be If anything, it's not enough. It should just be Kidnapper Oolong.
Yeah.
Amber Alert Oolong.
Amber Alert Oolong.
So they're traveling.
They're traveling on a boat.
To the next Dragon Ball.
Yeah. We've kind of done multiple forms of transportation at this point. We've got motorcycles. There's been a car, flying Nimbus. Oolong turns into a rocket. Now we got boat. We're finally hitting sea travel on this journey.
It does seem like they should just fly everywhere.
They should just fly.
It doesn't seem like there's any air traffic control. There's you're not invading any countries by flying somewhere unannounced. Just fly everywhere.
Yeah, there's no borders in this version of Earth, which is kind of utopian if you think about it.
Then it's Pangea.
It's Pangea?
It supports the dinosaur theory.
It supports dinosaur
theory.
It's
just Pangea.
So what killed the dinosaurs was Goku?
Or someone wished them away.
Someone wished them away?
Real tired of these giant lizards.
But wait, if you wished away giant lizards, let's just say you use the term giant lizard, wouldn't that also wish away Shenron?
Maybe. He's like, gulp. Wish granted, I guess.
Your wish has been granted. Goodbye.
Tell Margaret I always loved her.
Shenron is dating someone named Margaret, who he just hasn't had the courage to say that he loved.
Yeah.
Damn. Shenron's deep.
Where does he live?
Oh, you want to get into that right now?
Is it ever explicitly said that, where does Shenron go? Does he only exist when the Dragon Balls are put together?
No. I think there's something in the newest episodes of Dragon Ball Z Super, where they go into what the dragons are, maybe. Okay. I will have to do some research in the form of just watching some episodes, because I don't do research. I graduated from college. I don't do that shit no more.
I didn't do research when I was in college or high school.
Nice.
That's the kind of person I am.
And you know what helped us do that? Cliff Notes. This episode is brought to you in part by Cliff Notes.
That's just me getting by on
pure BS.
I do, yeah. So in our high school, I don't know how it was in yours, we had to, every year in English class, you had to do a research paper. So, cite references, all that. Mm-hmm. My main beef was having to cite references. I did not like it. I'm like, I don't want to list what book I got this exact phrase from. I don't care, because it's an exercise in preparing you for academia, where citation is key. So I just, for 4 years of high school, I never did a research paper.
Wait, how did you get away with that? If you had to
I just did. I just was good enough in the other things I did. I got A's everywhere else. Mm-hmm. I just didn't do a research paper.
So you just
and I played the numbers game to where I got away with a C.
Because you didn't do that one paper?
Yeah.
Genius.
I just did it.
I struggled the entire time.
Oh, not that I didn't struggle or stress out about it. But I just did it. I'm just I just kept kicking that can down the road for later.
Yeah.
And then it was the day before, I should get started. And then I'd work for an hour and fuck it.
I like that.
And then
I like that.
It was also, I'm sure part of it was also, I had a lot of the same teachers that my older brother and sister did, and they were very well loved. My dad was a teacher in the system, not in high school, but like he was in the system. So I feel like I got by on like some
goodwill.
Yeah. Just because of the last name.
Yeah.
Which is the only time. Look at my last name, man.
What? I didn't say anything.
God, we're probably gonna give you all our Twitters, and you're gonna know us.
Yeah, you're gonna figure out who we are,
whether you want to or not.
Yep.
But yeah, I just got by on like charm.
Your charm.
Will. It's not a good way to live.
Aaron, I have one question. Are you a shapeshifter? Are you?
I did not go to shapeshifting school.
You did not go to
I didn't do my shapeshifting research paper any of my years.
They were all on Oolong and Boar.
Yeah. Ooh, are we tying it back in, folks?
Oh, did we just tie it in?
Ooh,
it felt good. We're getting good at this.
We're so good at podcasting.
Oh, podcasting so hard.
So they're in a boat.
They're in a boat. And we haven't seen Goku do this in a while, but Oolong said that he's a man. And you know how Goku has to do a man check or a girl check? Just pat that crotch.
Pat that crotch.
I love that running joke. Yeah, that's a shirt. Somebody make it.
Pat that crotch.
Pat
no,
that
shut up.
crotch.
We make it full.
Wait, no, wait. We make it.
we make it sell it.
Copyright. Edit that out.
I hope he just does it to everyone. I assume he's going to do it to Chi-Chi.
Oh, absolutely.
Just knowing where that's going to go.
Absolutely, 100%.
So let me know if I'm getting the order correct. They're trying to convince Oolong to be an oar so they can travel faster, or he's trying to escape. Which comes first?
What comes first is the boat breaks down.
Mm-hmm.
Then Oolong turns into an oar. Or wait, no, Yes. No? Oh, this is so confusing.
These events happen. Okay, so we know he tries to escape. He knows this.
Yeah, he turns into a fish. Goku gets naked, catches it.
Okay.
They catch it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah,
with Bulma's panties, or panties of some kind that they dip in the water.
Here's my question. He should have known if his goal is to escape, and he sees a pair of panties. Is he just that's his thing, man? He's like, I'm gonna ignore every danger, every instinct that's telling me to run. This is a trick, and just go for him.
Just like Bulma has a weakness for older gentlemen, Oolong has the same weakness for underwear, for women's underwear. It's true. Foreshadowing.
Wait, what?
So I think that's what happened. I think he probably blacked out just like Bulma did.
So in other animes, I'm trying to think. I believe in Ramna One Half, especially. There's like the little old man. For those that can't see, I'm doing like my hands are like a foot apart. Because in Ramna One Half, there's like a little old man who's like, I forget how he's related to Ramna, but he steals panties and he puts like the underwear over his head,
like a mask.
Like a mask, yeah.
It's a great disguise.
That's in a lot of places. Where does that? Was that an actual thing that happened in real life in Japan? Was that so much of an epidemic that it got transferred over to animation? Like, did art imitate life, or did life imitate art, or what was the deal there?
I think art imitates life in this particular scenario. Just from what I know from Japan, I don't mean to like say this about everything Japanese, but there are used panty vending machines.
Oh yeah,
in the streets.
The streets.
In the mean streets of Akihabara.
Which I do. Man, boy, do I love getting stuff from vending machines.
Right?
It is fun. It's like a little game.
Yep.
I want to get a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to get panties.
No.
I mean, I would buy my own underwear.
Yeah, like if you could buy underwear at a vending machine.
That sounds convenient and amazing.
Copyrighted.
Put it if
nerds.
Okay. Times Square, vending machine.
Oh.
Guys' underwear, gals' underwear. Like, something happened. I need
Who
a pair
knows?
of underwear. Yeah, we're not here to judge.
Right. Or like the women who paint their tops and they're naked. Those ladies.
Yeah.
If it gets cold, where are their clothes? Oh, well, I'll just use some of these tips to purchase it.
Purchase it
nice
right there, yeah.
Padded bra in my size.
We might be in an oversaturated market, say in Times Square, because there's H&M and every other fucking clothing store right there.
But
you're
nothing's
not
going to be as convenient as stepping up to a machine that's going to dispense you, and here's the kicker, laundry fresh warm underwear.
Ooh,
Because if
like
you're
that.
buying underwear from a vending machine, you're putting those bad boys on, and they better be nice and
No,
toasty.
you need them right away.
Right.
We have a little side area where we go and change.
We've converted phone booths into changing rooms.
Here's the thing: when you vend your underwear out, you get a little ticket that you put into the changing room, so you can't get in unless
you have a ticket. Oh, this is too good to be true. All right, that's the episode.
So
we've got to go.
We have
make
many
$1 billion
meetings.
and leave you all in our dust.
There are several meetings we have to get to right now.
Oh God. Also, something to note, and something that I think we touched on right before we started, is that Bulma gives Oolong, after they get Oolong back in the boat, Bulma gives Oolong a pill. And
what is she? I'm trying to remember what her excuse was of like. Oh, it's candy. She said it's candy.
Yeah, it's a piece. Wait, did she say candy in yours?
She said candy in mine.
In mine, she was like, "This is a pill that's like mostly vitamins, so you won't be hungry anymore." Because Oolong previously ate all the snacks in the boat.
Of course,
because he's a pig boy, man.
We're not trying hard here.
Nope. And he takes it willingly. Goku asks where's his pill, because Goku's hungry.
Yeah.
Turns out that pill, when you say the word piggy, makes Oolong poop his pants.
In the subtitled version, it's when she says pee, which I thought was... there's other words, man.
Yeah, but pee is just kind of odd. Like,
yeah.
If you're going to make somebody do number 2, why say pee?
Yeah, and there wasn't the nice subtitle in brackets that explained a gag, so it wasn't like a play on pig or anything.
Oh, okay.
It was just pee. Yeah, pee.
That's it?
Yeah, pee. That's my impression of Japanese Bulma.
Of Japanese Bulma.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's extremely cruel.
See, I warned you about this one. Bulma is a manipulative monster. She is akin to, and let me see, who am I thinking of? Shonda Rhimes. Have you seen this show? What
show? Shonda Rhimes,
Oh, gosh. Oh, people are screaming at me right now because she's a fixer. We could cut a lot of this out.
Nah, it stayed in, baby.
Yeah, oh, no.
A fixer?
God. She has sex with the president.
Is this Scandal?
Scandal!
Yes! Wait, Scandal's about her having sex with the president?
Yeah.
I don't watch Scandal, man.
My girlfriend watches it, and so I know it kind of through osmosis. Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope is a sociopath. She manipulates people to get whatever she wants.
I should watch Scandal.
And in the show, it's power. Mm-hmm. So what Bulma wants more than anything in the world is Dragon Balls. And she is willing to go to extreme lengths by poisoning another creature, another sentient being who has enough money to not do any of this stuff, right?
Yeah, and he's not actively trying to get with Bulma either. It's like if the opportunity arises,
yeah, he'll make a line.
He'll joke.
It's like, see, I know you like bacon. All right, Oolong.
Calm down, man. It didn't work the first 100 times you used it out there in the world.
But you're 100% right. There's no real reason for him to be there, other than Bulma thinks he might be useful.
No, Bulma, she is now. It's slavery at this point.
Yep.
Is
Bulma a kidnapper?
Now Bulma's the kidnapper.
Oh my God! See, Bulma is terrible.
Like, look, it's the Nimbus cloud does not lie.
The Nimbus cloud does not lie. I 100% bet that Oolong can't ride the Nimbus cloud.
Oh, sure. Well, he's also a kidnapper, so no.
Yeah.
He cannot.
Goku's the only good one in the bunch. The only one.
It's weird that we eventually get to where these characters, except for Goku, are these weird comic reliefy characters amongst people powering up and staring at each other.
Yep.
For hours.
Yep. It's so cool to see where it all comes from.
Like, yeah, they're just having a good time, being horrible people.
Being a horrible teenager that I doubt has ever apologized for anything in her entire life.
No.
Bulma's bad person.
Bulma bad.
Bulma bad.
Bulma bad person.
Blue-haired Bulma bad. I'm pretty sure she's wearing even more Bulma branded clothing at this point, right?
Socks, yeah.
Bulma socks. Patented Bulma shoes.
Since we're on like cycles of fashion, she you drop her in somewhere like fresh to death. I won't deny that.
Oh my god, Bulma's fashion style. Give me that hat, son, that says Bulma on it.
I want a big puffy jacket and those sweet kicks.
The sweet kicks. I'll take those little yellow shorts for myself. It's just strut.
But it's not what's on the outside, Bulma. It's what's on the inside.
And that's why I hate you.
There's darkness there.
There is some dark,
black, nothing.
Hate.
So somehow they get to a desert.
Okay, so before they get to the desert, which is the direction of the nearest Dragon Ball, which at this point they aren't using the Dragon Radar. They're just using a map. I will admit, first of all, again, I don't have my notes for this episode. Damn it, Aaron.
So pardon me.
It's okay.
I didn't have a lot of notes for this episode, but I was in and out on this. I think I was like trying to fit this in while I was trying to head out the door.
Yeah.
So, my head wasn't in it. I apologize.
Hey, that's okay.
Advance. I can still goof about it. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty to goof about.
I'm a professional goof.
Thank you, Aaron. You hear that, listeners? Pro, right here. Pro goof.
So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if there's a discrepancy there, but yeah. Well, I just used the radar, man.
Which tells you exactly how far something is away, and you don't have to guess and look at a map. Anyway, Bulma somehow, in between the last episode and this one, has lost all of the dino caps that she had. Just lost them. How do you lose the only thing that's going to protect you? Like, if she's out here on her own, how is she getting around if she loses those?
Well, she's, again, teenager. I think she just burned through them all. That's the more in my head, that's the more plausible outcome.
Well,
she was just very willy-nilly with these capsules.
Because she has destroyed at least one motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, here's a house. Fuck it. Leave it. Let's go.
No, I thought they packed up the house.
Did they?
There's a button that you can...
Wait, are they reversible?
Yeah, you didn't notice that?
I didn't catch that, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes... All right, she's a little... Bulma gets some karma points. She gets some Paragon points.
Yeah, there you go. She's a renegade.
Good lord.
100% renegade. She punches the camera woman. That is a huge nerd reference.
You want to save this planet or enslave them? Let's just enslave them, then blow it up.
Yeah, that's Bulma. Total renegade. Bulma Shepherd. Oh God.
We'll do a run through. Let's do all the horrible choices.
But yeah, so the boat runs out of gas. They have to use oolong to paddle them to shore.
They try to make him into a motor scooter.
Yep.
But
what oolong tells us about shapeshifting is people think that shapeshifting makes you strong, but it doesn't. It just continues to use
But it can make you a literal rocket where you can fly through the air at great speeds.
I got nothing. There's nothing I could say because he is completely right. The power spectrum is all over with this.
I mean, if we're going by RPG rules, I guess speed and strength are different stats. Mm-hmm. So
they are different stat lines.
so just strength. My shape changing doesn't affect my strength.
Yeah. He picked the speed variant of shapeshifting.
That's what he studied.
That's what he studied, speed.
It's like strength. I don't need that.
That's why it only lasts for 5 minutes. Because who could be bothered to hold a shape for more than 5 minutes?
I imagine it's incredibly difficult.
I could do it. You can go to school for it.
tuition is
it's a
good
beast.
lord. Yeah, that's why he resorted to a life of crime.
To pay off. So Oolong resorted to a life of crime to pay off his shape-shifting student loans. What an alliterative sentence.
What a tale.
Shape-shifting student loans.
Let's see that cartoon, mate.
That would be great.
Oolong the Bandit.
Oolong the Bandit.
He's just stealing. Yeah, what? Are there banks? I feel like there aren't banks.
There are banks.
I mean, not in general, but like in Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah, there are banks in the major cities, but they're out in the country, which lasts literally
So he
forever.
has to go into, like, he's pulling train robberies or he's like robbing random people. But I think he would have had to pull some elaborate Ocean's 11.
Oh, yeah, they're all long cons.
Yeah,
they're
to
all
get
long cons.
money for a mansion.
Yeah.
So he's a kid. First of all, he's a kid. He is 14.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a capsule mansion that he just saved up for? That seems like the easiest route to go. If not, then this 14-year-old is, I mean, I'm sure he can use his shape change to be an adult for these sort of meetings, but like he's hiring contractors, he's got to do zoning. That's a lot of work for a kid.
I mean, how much zoning do you have to do? He's out in the middle of nowhere necessarily.
That's fair, but like you're hiring people to build a house.
Right.
And that's multiple people doing multiple jobs.
And then where is he living while that's being built?
Yeah, is he just in the desert? I don't what a hard, sad life.
Yeah.
This Oolong. He went to school, made a mistake. He's like, I like shape-shifting, but do I want to do it professionally? Maybe he's like, if I do shape-shifting professionally, I'll lose my love for it.
So he just uses
He says, I'm going to quit.
I'm going to quit. I'm done. I'm done.
I'll
I don't
be a
love it
thief.
anymore.
I'll be a thief instead. That seems way easier. Yeah, let's see that show.
If Oolong has his own show?
Yeah, it's Oolong the Bandit, or like it's a House Hunters with Oolong.
House Hunters with Oolong? I'd probably want to watch like a Always Sunny style Oolong show. Is just watching Oolong do bad things.
He's just
he's just a bad person.
Yeah, and like failing at it, and like he's never succeeding, and he never learns anything.
Right. I'd watch that.
Yeah, it's that almost it feels like a Louis without the pathos of it, I guess.
That's pretty good. I like that too.
Oolong. All right, so someone Photoshop us Oolong in a pizza shop.
Yes.
And it just says Oolong in that font. Directed by Oolong.
Directed by Oolong. Yeah. So
he is not a bad motor scooter.
Yeah.
Well, he is a bad motor scooter.
He's a terrible motor scooter. Yeah. Calls Bulma an Amazon, which is not okay. That is body shaming Oolong bad.
That's our job. No.
That's my job. It's not Aaron's job. I'll be the bad guy here.
In defense of Bulma.
I'd like to see
the trial of Bulma.
The trial of Bulma.
At the end, we're not going to do this because this is work. How about once we get through all of Dragon Ball, we'll have this one episode will just be this elaborate court case. We'll get some of our friends to like play different roles.
Bulma, you stand before the court. 3 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of vehicular manslaughter. How do you plead?
She just cries. No, I'm just a poor Pangea lawyer. Shouldn't we worry more about giant dinosaurs eating us than this travesty of a court case?
Oh, fun. Fun tangent.
Yeah, so they have to walk through the desert.
Right.
What
is where the location of the next Dragon Ball is somewhere in the desert.
We could get into a Thor's hammer sort of conundrum.
Indeed.
But again, it could be Goku hops on Nimbus. Indeed. Goku carries Oolong and Bulma, which I feel like he can carry both of them. Especially Oolong, like, hey man, just shape change to like a fly or something.
Yeah.
Also, Oolong, why are you walking? Just
turn into a rocket.
Yeah, turn into a rocket again. Maybe it's one and done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can only do it once for 5 minutes.
Or like once I've done this shape, I can't do it again.
Yeah, because we never see him do the same shape twice.
Which you would think the animators would be like, fuck you, no. Make him do the same thing constantly.
Yeah.
I'm too busy for this.
Of doing this, I have so much more to animate.
I am chained to this chair.
Because if Oolong could just get away get far enough away from Bulma and Goku. I guess that's the thing. You can't get away from Goku.
You can't get... yeah. Goku would definitely hunt him down.
Run you down.
Because he is... And now he's
amazing.
He's wrapped around... Well, one, he is amazing. But he's also wrapped around Bulma's finger.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't want to live in the woods by myself.
Yeah.
Okay, woods, well...
No, give me this.
At 14.
At 14. I'm
live
there.
in the woods by yourself.
I'm there.
Or hang out with sociopath 16-year-old. Who you know is like a bit of a flirt.
So wait, if I was 14?
Yeah, this is you. Don't be... Because we know what Goku chose. What do you choose? Woods by yourself or flirty 16-year-old?
Flirty 16-year-old.
Who's a monster? Yeah, it's flirty 16.
It's flirty 16-year-old. I'm not gonna lie. As a 14-year-old, all I wanted to do was hang out with girls.
Yeah.
Just
That's all you want.
I didn't know what to do when I hung out with them. That's why shit got awkward. But like, I just wanted to be around them because they smelled nice, and there's something about them that at that time I couldn't pinpoint.
It's like, I like what's going on there.
I like that.
More so, like, yeah. I don't know what to do, but let's just, yeah.
I could stare at them for a while. just leer in their direction.
Goku made the right choice. Instead of it. It would not be... Dragon Ball Z would be a much different show if it was...
It would.
Goku in the woods, looking at explosions in the distance, wondering what's going on.
What's going on?
Like, well, fish again.
If Goku wasn't around, Bulma would be dead.
Yeah. She'd either die or get to him eventually with the Dragon Ball.
Right.
Alternate histories. Dragon Ball.
Somebody write up that manga, please.
Let's get that fanfic.
Fanfic.
Me and Vince in the woods.
In the woods.
Bulma comes in. Things get spicy.
Ooh. Gross.
Or we go on an adventure.
Or we go on an adventure. Whichever one. So back to the desert. Our three intrepid heroes, in quotation marks, are trudging through the desert. Bulma begins to show her true colors and just whines and cries and eventually falls asleep in the shade.
Which is smart.
Smart for her. Goku and Oolong are really, really hungry. And then it's like a cut to like binoculars or a periscope or something. And we are introduced to Yamcha and Boar for the first time.
Yep.
3 staples in this universe. And it's really cool to see a young Yamcha at arguably his peak.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
His peak.
As we all know.
I'm excited for Krillin to come in. I'm a Krillin man.
You're a Krillin guy.
I'm a Krillin guy. Yeah.
Nice.
That's my boy. Yeah, like... Once I like stop being an edgelord and like relating to Piccolo,
edgelord Aaron.
Thank God I missed my edgelordiness went down as Linkin Park popularity went up, so I missed that boat, thankfully. But yeah, like once I got down and like, you know what, Piccolo's got it pretty good. He is eventually he is the strongest human.
Piccolo?
No, Krillin. Krillin is the strongest human. Once we get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
Mary's android, 18. Yeah. Who is, a saucy blonde, right up my alley.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, man, and just like, hangs out. He's just like, and he's the wisecracker. I'm like, yeah.
He's comic relief.
Yeah. But still, he's there for your boys.
Yeah.
He's like, Yamcha didn't go to Namek.
Yeah, Yamcha did not go to Namek. Neither did Tien.
Yeah.
Ooh, we haven't even gotten to Tien yet.
Yeah. But like,
ooh, that's going to be fun.
I'm not... So yeah, I don't more... I see the tragicness in Yamcha's character in the sense of he was a main staple in this early series. Again, probably one of the stronger humans.
Yeah.
We see him in the desert. We see him go toe-to-toe with Goku, which is the first person who can in the series.
And this is like one of the first, I guess... larger fight scenes because nobody's been able to step up to Goku.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool to see how this first fight scene plays out, and then you realize, oh my god, it's exactly how all the other fight scenes are. Some posing, some yelling, a lot of
Yeah.
somebody flies through a whole bunch of rocks.
But yeah, it's cool to see Yamcha like this, like badass.
Yeah.
And it's sad thinking about him because there are episodes in Dragon Ball Z where it's like, look, I know I'm not the strongest, so I'll cheer you guys on.
Right.
I'm like, well, that's very sad.
Yeah. This once great warrior. He was a great. I mean, at this point, he is the best fighter we've seen
Until Space Karate comes into play, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that Wolf Fang Fist. Boy, was that cool! Like that was really cool to me. Like when he did the Wolf Fang Fist.
Yamcha is the guy that peaked in high school.
Yeah,
That's what it is. And
he
then,
literally
like,
did.
Yeah,
He's high school age.
he's like, I'm super cool. Yeah, he's got the Letterman jacket on.
He's got the Letterman jacket on.
He comes out in the desert.
He's got that mullet
he's
going.
got a hot rod.
Yeah, that hot rod that looks a lot like a giant floating Segway
Yeah.
because he's standing upright the entire time.
He is. Look, I love hover bikes. Like in media as like a trope. Like, yeah, it's dumb. It doesn't need to hover, but it's cool. I want to see hover bikes. It's one of my favorite things in Star Wars is when they're on the speeder bikes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's a hovering bike. That's cool.
Why?
I don't know. It's just cool.
Like, why is pod racing like it is? Why couldn't they just drive cars in the desert?
Yeah. But like, still cool. Look, pod racing is cool, guys. I don't know whatever other people.
Pod
want
racing
to me,
is cool.
Pod racing is cool.
You're not alone there. Pod racing it will be cool forever.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of plot elements that are associated with pod racing are not cool.
I am shaking my head.
But pod racing by itself is cool.
I don't know if anybody played Nintendo 64, Star Wars, Pod Racer. Man, that was a cool game. Oh my god. Like that game had physics, like compartmental damage. It was fast. It was like F-Zero, but in Star Wars.
You could set up 2 controllers.
Yeah. And you had each
for authentic pod racing action. The arcade game was nice too. Hop in a pod. Hop a pod.
Hop a pod.
Pop a pod.
Hop a pop a pod.
Hop a pop a pod.
So that fight is pretty cool. You think Goku's down and out after he gets knocked into a whole bunch of rocks. And Yamcha's trying to, as the desert bandit he is, waiting and ambushing people in a very polite way.
He wants those capsules.
Yeah, he's trying to get those capsules.
But they don't have capsules.
But unfortunately, Bulma lost all their capsules. And she's sleeping through this entire battle of yelling and screaming that is like 5 feet away from her.
So the 2 big things for this is Barf. How do I say it? Boar. I'm sorry, not like John Candy from
from Spaceballs.
Yeah. Similar names.
Similar names. Is that a catchphrase? Is that your catchphrase?
Similar name. Yep. So I want to. I have a happy expression. And my hand is out to the side.
Ooh, it looks good.
And so slap that on a shirt.
Slap that on
with a shirt. Word balloon that says similar name.
I love how presumptive we are that people are gonna like
20 different shirts,
and they're gonna want to make shirts, or that we're gonna make shirts.
Yeah. We assume that you're all consumers and want to buy things.
Yes.
Which is, since we are consumers that want to buy things.
I do want to buy things.
Oh God, I want to buy things. We haven't bought any things in an hour.
I know.
We gotta go.
Am I on Amazon? Prime.
So we find out that Bar and Oolong went to shapeshifting school together.
They went to shapeshifting school. What is that? What is that classroom dynamic?
So
everyone, turn to chapter 2. We're going to turn into fire hydrants.
Fire hydrants again. I didn't study. I can only do a fire hose.
Oolong.
Puff puff. I feel like there's got to be the guy in shape-shifting school who just does like boobs.
Oh,
constantly
like Naruto, harem jutsu.
Just always getting
It's always getting...
It's just always boo, like, all right, your turn, and he's boos, and like everyone gets a good laugh at it.
Right.
But like 10 years goes by, and like no one's laughing. He's unemployed. Yeah, he's unemployed, and
he works at a strip club.
Like, that's all I can do.
Because he can only turn into boobs.
Yeah.
Hey, turn into boobs, guy. I'll give you $1.
Yeah. We're around the block. You turn to boobs.
I said I don't do that anymore.
Come on, man. He like starts sensually rubbing your shoulder.
Oh, come on. All right, fine.
I got 20. Yeah. Just say just 5 minutes in that voice.
No.
So yeah, but it's either something that everyone can learn somehow, right, or humanoid creatures can learn, or it's something you're born with. Either way, it constitutes enough people being able to do it. And there also being enough people who are masters at it that can teach it to constitute a school.
So where are all the other shapeshifters?
Why don't you just... Again, it seems like it's Pokemon logic where it's like, well, you're 10 now. You can either go on amazing adventures, finding magical creatures with superpowers, stay up late, travel, and not listen to your parents, or you can go to school.
I know what I choose.
Yeah, it's like, well, the obvious choice is
school.
Fuck school. How is anyone...
No, I'm going to school.
It's like, I need to, like...
Because guess what? Goku's a goddamn idiot.
Ash is a dum-dum and has no life skills.
Ash is so stupid. He can't train his Pokemon properly because he doesn't know math, economics, people. He has no people skills.
No, not at all.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I would go to school.
I would go to shape-changing school and then probably flunk out.
And then flunk out?
Oh, wait, this is school. Good day.
I thought there would be an adventure.
Like, there are 0 adventures here. But yeah, Oolong was a bully to War. I'm gonna get it.
I just like saying it with you.
And still, I feel like, to an extent, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get it. Way off.
It's not an easy thing. I wrote it down probably the incorrect way.
It's still at that point where before I say it, I have to pause, think about it, and then let it rip. Yeah.
Well, Bar's gonna be around a long.
He's
long time.
Yes.
Also, Bar has the most annoying voice ever.
Yeah, it's not great.
Is it?
So is Bar a girl? How does it identify?
I'm not going to touch that.
We'll get that power pole. We're not touching that with a power pole.
Oh,
aha! High five on air.
High five.
Similar
on
names.
Air. Similar names. Similar names. Oh my goodness.
Oolong turns into a fly, and then War turns into a fly swatter and swats him
out of the sky.
I would like to see, like, that's a fun little, like, side fight.
That would have been a cool side fight.
Yeah,
if they had both fights going on at the same time.
I feel like that would have been, again, that's when the animators revolt.
Yeah. And like, you want us to do what?
Like, you're monsters, Akira Toriyama.
We told you not to.
You're being a real Bulma on this, Akira. Really put us through our paces for your dumb show that's not going to go anywhere.
And Toriyama then just goes, Piggy! Oh no!
Art imitates slime! That would have, man. Yeah, someone draw that.
Oh my goodness.
We're requesting a lot of things this episode, I feel like.
Yeah, well, we're sorry.
We're just throwing it out there in the ether.
Yeah.
You guys do whatever you want with it. Except vending machine.
Yeah,
except underwear vending machine.
Our vending machine. That's ours. Underwear vending machine.
Yeah. And I think the final bit of this episode is Bulma wakes up at the most dramatically appropriate. Yamcha's he does have Goku on the ropes. A bit. He has the advantage.
Yeah, we find out a lot of people's weaknesses in this episode.
Yeah, everyone has...
Bulma's is anything that's uncomfortable. Oolong is just straight up coward.
Yeah.
When Goku is hungry, he's unable to fight. Pretty much. He becomes...
He's just weak, man. Yeah. He's powered by calories. That makes sense. That's logic.
That's everybody is, right?
Yeah.
We're all
I relate
powered by calories.
I'm not like... Again, Goku's not my favorite character in Dragon Ball.
I mean, we've talked about him very little on all of these episodes.
Yeah, well, he is... as the main hero character, who is, I'm great at fighting and I'm going to win. He is, personality-wise, he's going to be the least interesting.
Absolutely.
Character. That's just the way that's just sort of how these stories go. But I do relate to, I constantly want to eat. I am constantly hungry, and I am super mad when we aren't eating.
It's called hangry. Some people get hangry. Some people get like Goku and just can't do anything when they're super hungry. Other people continue to eat all day, so they're never really hungry.
I just got that belly demon.
Oh, you got the belly demon?
He's like, hey, man.
Aaron.
Oh, shit.
Aaron.
He found me.
Aaron, we want bacon. Aaron, go get some bacon.
Just bacon this
time?
If
you don't get bacon and a burger, put bacon on a burger, yeah.
Oh, God, that sounds so good.
Oh, yeah, feed me.
I'm just, I've been spending a lot on going out. Maybe I thought I'd save some.
No. Shake Shack.
Vince,
now.
Where are you?
Vince, who's that? Eat him too.
No, he's my friend.
Aaron, who are you talking to?
So Bulma wakes up.
Yeah, so Bulma wakes up. Dramatic point in the fight.
And we learn that Yamcha, he spies her. And he goes weak in the knees.
Weak in the whole body, actually.
Yeah.
There's a visual tremor.
I imagine Unchained Melody plays in the background as he skedaddles. He hops on his cool hover bike and heads out. Does he or does he run out?
No. It's a hard cut to him on his bike just speeding away.
Cursing his shyness around girls.
Yeah. Boar calls Yamcha master. So I
feel like that seems like a student. I don't want to add more slavery to the show.
No, that's what I mean. Like they have a symbiotic relationship. Like they both need each other, right?
A senpai kohai sort of thing.
Ooh, what was that? Say that again.
Are you not aware of senpai and kohais?
Senpai and kohai.
Are you not familiar with the meme? Okay, don't worry, everyone. I will show Vince the senpai meme. So you haven't heard senpai noticed me? That meme?
Is that like boyfriend or girlfriend?
Senpai is like so
crush?
Senpai is master, kohai is student.
Ah.
So in what the meme sort of plays off of in like a lot of high school relationships, there are older students. And younger students that older students that mentor the younger students, and the term senpai is kohai, and it's usually the younger student having a crush on the older one, and then it's like senpai noticed me.
Oh,
have you not seen this?
No,
I'm
not on the Reddits or the Buzz feeds.
I'm a Tumblr stalker.
See.
So I
don't even know how to spell it.
I don't post anything, but like there are people in like cool ones I follow, and so I get my memeology through that.
Nice.
Is or sad?
Hey, look, you showed me something.
I will show. Yeah, I will definitely show you.
Yeah, after this,
I'm sure there are videos of just supercut. I'm sure there are plenty of supercuts of senpai kohai. Yeah, so Yamcha's he's scared of girls, as most young men are, I would think, and that's his weakness. So he's got a plot like, how do I get those sweet capsules?
Dude loves those caps.
Man, he wants those caps. To anyone living in the desert, it would be like, hey, here's magic.
Yeah, really.
Here's an escape from desert life.
Yeah. If this is a plane, I can go anywhere in the world.
I can rob anyone.
Yeah. I could be the city bandit.
Yamcha the city bandit. It's a real urban cowboy?
Yeah. Urban cowboy Yamcha.
Urban bandit, yeah.
Yep. I mean that's kind of it for that episode. There's not a lot that goes on. I mean,
there's an attraction between Bulma and Yamcha.
Bombcha. That's their couple name.
Wait, are you Bombcha or are you
Yom?
Vimo? Not Bulma. Vegito? No, that's dumb. Bolgita. I guess it'd be Bolgita. Are you Bulmcha or are you Bolgita?
Ooh. I'm going to go with Bulmcha at this point because Vegeta has not entered the fray.
There you go. We'll get to that, but like Vegeta was always weird.
Yeah, that was a weird
I was just like,
relationship.
this doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah.
This is super dumb.
Put a feather in that one for when we get there 10 years from now.
I have my pins again.
Oh, you got those pins?
Boop.
Ooh.
Yeah, pins are in.
Ooh.
Pin.
We put a pin in it.
Those pins are in.
But before, I think one thing that we talked about that we haven't gotten to yet, we talked about the beginning theme and how great it is and how much fun it is to listen to and sing along. Now we got to get to the end crawl, the credits sequence, if you will.
So in classic anime fashion, you have a very poppy, high energy opening. It really doesn't. It seems like it doesn't matter what show it is. Like even if it's like horror, it's usually like. I'm sorry. Oh, shut up.
No, keep going.
I just don't want to say gibberish and like Japanese. No, that's bad. But the end, in typical anime fashion, the end theme is very like light, billowy, soft. It's really, the song seems, I would almost call it Bulma's theme.
I mean, Bulma is the primary focus in all of the cuts.
Classic, like just still images with those crossed dissolves of like, you see Bulma out looking over the sea, and then half the frame fills with the translucent close-up on Bulma's face. Like, guys, you're gonna watch it. You've seen it.
You've seen it. You know what we're talking about.
But the big thing is what I don't think I realized it to this episode is that so the first shot in the closing theme is Bulma. She's at a cafe of some sort. She's got her earbuds in, so typical New Yorker.
Yeah.
She's looking forward, and you see her reflection in the mirror. But her reflection is facing like a different way than it should be.
Yes.
It's very unsettling. It's very like The Ring-esque.
Because I'll be honest, I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it. Because it's unsettling.
Yeah, go look up that ending theme and you'll see.
You have to see it to really understand how odd it is and how, like Aaron said, kind of grudge-ish it is.
So instead of like being a mirror image, instead of being parallel, it's perpendicular. It's weird. Like, so who didn't catch that? Or is it on purpose?
Or is it on purpose, just so that Bulma's always looking you in the eyes?
Yeah. No matter where I go in the room.
No matter where I go in the room at that theme, Bulma's just looking at me.
Now I just want a painting where it's painting of Bulma
and I can go. Reflection follows you?
Ooh. I was going to say I can go behind and open the eyes and smile at people.
Your eyes aren't big enough.
It'll just be the
just the
pupil. Yeah, the pupil, not the iris.
I wrote down some of the lyrics because I found them to be kind of different from the opening theme, in which like the opening theme is very much like, let's go find the Dragon Balls. This is what a Dragon Ball looks like.
There are 7 of them. Is it sinking in yet? Come on.
Goku, have fun.
Come on, audience, get it together.
Laying it out on a silver platter. Dragon Ball. But the ending theme is like, there's a line that says a childlike love, a fantasy. And there's more like romantic language. And then I think the last line is believing in yourself will set you free.
You know what Dragon Ball is? It's a romantic comedy.
It's a rom-com?
It's a rom-com.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
So Judd Apatow has to direct the live action Dragon Ball.
Where it's just a Seth Rogen Goku. I can't do the laugh properly.
Oh, what is it? How's it go?
No, that's a butthead laugh.
Be with.
Yeah, what?
That lady, she said she wants to have a threesome with us.
Oh, cool. But you won't be there, right?
No, dumbass.
All right.
I'll definitely be there.
Right. And we're done.
We're done. No, that's enough of that. I haven't watched that show in a long time.
So ashamed of that bit.
Look,
guys, they're not all winners.
They're not all winners, but we're real. We're here.
We are. Judd Apatow directs Dragon Ball. It's schlubby Goku and like too hot Bulma.
Right. Goku gets Bulma pregnant. And they have to find the Dragon Balls to wish the pregnancy away.
Whoa! Well, by the end
they want to keep it.
Yeah,
and
they're
wish,
like, and
then
just
what do they
wish.
wish for? They wish for Oolong to go away. What would they wish for in it? The ending of a Judd Apatow movie?
I feel like the wish would be for like some like I really want my TV show to get off the ground. Everyone in a Judd Apatow movie is in the industry, and it fucking drives me crazy. All right, I'll get on a Judd Apatow rant. So in
listening, Judd? You listening?
And this is, oh boy, he's a heavy player. Do I do that? No, okay, fair enough. Okay, so this is 40 is clearly more autobiographical. Yeah, and I think the other, I mean, almost even more so than Funny People, which I really loved. Funny People. I think that was too. I think that's probably his best. Like, I really most like that movie work. Yeah, I don't know why people shit on it. I'm like, no, this is great. Right? Yeah.
Wait, I have his book. It's in this apartment. The one with all the interviews.
I've seen it before, but it's like good. Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin is like it's last per minute. It is like superior to the other ones. Oh yeah. But yeah, Funny People is his movie. I love Funny People. This is 40 just seems so disingenuous. It seems so far above like my experiences and I think most people's experiences where it's like, here's a couple. They own a very nice house in Los Angeles. I run a record label. Like, oh no, it's not doing great. And so the end of the movie, like the main crux, the main conflict between the husband and wife, Leslie Mann and everyone's sweetheart Ant-Man,
Paul Rudd.
Yep, I was working up to remembering his name.
I got you.
The main conflict is like, we want a new house, or it's we want a new house, or like we might lose the house, blah blah blah. And like at the end of the movie, it's just like, okay, we'll sell the house and we'll move somewhere else. I'm like, fuck you. First of all, fuck you. Like, oh, we can't afford our extremely expensive house. We'll have to get a slightly less expensive house. That's like the plot of like just so I can live my dream of owning a record label. And like as a like my day job, like I freelance as a video editor. I chose to do a creative field, but I understand the pitfalls of that sometimes, especially when you're. I just recently moved here to the New York area, so I'm not as established as I was in my previous location. So it's fucking hard. So like just be like, we have to live in a slightly smaller house so I can live my dreams. Yeah, you do.
I like that. I hadn't thought about that movie.
So yeah. So that's what that I can't relate to. This is 40. It's not just because I'm not 40. I mean, I'm another topic for another day.
Oh boy!
When the Grim Reaper comes to visit the studio.
Aaron.
Oh shit! Oh, it's just my stomach. It's fine. I know how to deal with that. You'll get yours soon enough, stomach demon. But yeah, I couldn't relate to very rich people having very rich problems.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Anyway.
First world problems.
Fuck them. Just get out of here.
Well,
on that non-Dragon Ball
on that not Dragon Ball note, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. I don't know if we did that on the last podcast, but we have to thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. This is super dumb. It's fun for us, and we hope it's fun for you.
Yeah. So, as the lyrics say, believing in yourself will set you free. Dragon Ball.
Bye-bye.
Dragon Ball Replikę bolo Sachno nie pawro Stadio mu się Gabriel pasać krato I pewny jest to hamero hero Zawalacja kolurado
You can contact us at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com.
And you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Kame House Party. And if you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. The more ratings we receive, the easier it is for people to discover the podcast. Thank you.